tonight after a fire broke out this weekend. Owners of a Lake Vermilion resort are sorting through what's left while remaining optimistic about what's to come. Plus, reaching people through music. As many continue to struggle with mental health, a local nonprofit is reaching out in a creative way. And get a beer with your vaccine. That's a new local incentive for those who haven't gotten a shot.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
This is what the scene looked like at Life of Riley Resort on Lake Vermilion early Saturday morning. Flames tore through several unoccupied buildings which have welcomed visitors since 1929. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the blaze destroyed the resort's store, game room, and gazebo. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the resort's owners are picking up the pieces. CBS3's Quinn Gorham shares how they plan to rebuild and why they're thankful they are not in it alone.
Even after the Life of Riley Resort saw two of its major buildings burn down in a fire early Sunday morning, optimism fills the air. The fire broke out at a gazebo down by the waterfront and quickly spread to the resort store and game room. Fire crews, including a fireboat, worked swiftly to put the fire out before it could spread much further, but the affected buildings were lost in the blaze. When the ashes settled on Sunday morning, the resort put word out about the fire and saw the community rally around them to help out where they were needed. Manager Josh Gilson says former employees and friends came out to help them clean up the affected area.
We have a number of old staff members that are here on site right now as we speak, helping us clean up. They dropped what they were doing. I'll be back to work later. I gotta go.
While this fire happened during their busiest season after an already tough year during the pandemic, Gilson says the resort will stay open and continue to serve their guests to the best of their ability. Even though the resort is mainly focused on cleanup efforts right now, they plan to start rebuilding the affected buildings as soon as they can.
All right, thank you, Quinn. Authorities are trying to come up with a cost for the damage and the cause of the fire. The resort owners also estimate they lost tens of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise in their store. There is a GoFundMe set up to help. And coming up tonight at 10, we hear from a man who's been coming to this resort for 3 decades. He saw the fire firsthand and explains why this resort has had such a big impact on the community. A week after 3 people died in an Ashland house fire, we're still waiting to learn what caused the blaze. The fire started at a home around 9:30 Monday morning. 36-year-old Jordan Chowning, 14-year-old Alyssa Chowning, and 17-year-old Michelle Hathaway all died in the fire. Their funerals are set for later this week. The investigation into the fire is underway. 4 wildfires continue to burn in and around the Boundary Waters. The Delta Lake fire is still about 62 acres. It's burning in waist to chest-high blowdown, making it hard for the firefighters to reach. An interagency team has taken over that fire. Meanwhile, the Hassel Lake fire, first reported last month, has grown to about 21 acres. The Astry fire and Pickett Lake fires each stayed about the same over the weekend, burning just over an acre combined. Lightning sparked all 4 fires. Crews are hopeful for rain this week and are watching the winds closely. And because of those dry conditions, the state is expanding burning restrictions in northern Minnesota. Campfires are now banned at state forests and parks, even if there's a fire ring. Fireworks are banned at outside city limits, and you can no longer burn brush or waste. The new restrictions start tomorrow. For a full list of what is banned and where, you can head to our website. Well, Dave is joining us now for a quick check of the weather. We heard from firefighters there. They're hoping for some rain. Any possibility of that?
There's a possibility, but not a great one, Kristen. Let's start by taking a live look towards Ashland, Wisconsin, where it's a picture-perfect day out there today, though you'll notice the sky is a little bit gray and a little bit hazy, and that's more because of Canadian wildland fires than the ones up in the Boundary Waters. But no matter how you slice it, no matter where you live in our region, we need rain. And there's a couple of chances coming our way over the next couple of days. 20% chance tonight from that low you see to the northwest. That's for Minnesota. Wisconsin, Michigan may not see any of that at all. That other low coming up from South Dakota brings a 30% chance on Tuesday. So tonight, 20% chance for Minnesotans, low around 57. Tomorrow back into the 80s. 30% chance for Minnesotans and a lesser chance in Wisconsin. But these are not the only chances. Wednesday and Thursday get some shots too, and I'll tell you if they have better odds than this one coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Cloquet police have identified the man who they say took his own life during a standoff on Saturday. According to the department, 20-year-old Avery Cogswell of St. Paul entered a home on Ridge Road just after 10 o'clock Saturday morning. They say he was armed and threatened the people inside. After getting everyone out safely, Cloquet police say they negotiated with Cogswell for 2.5 hours. They say he shot himself when officers tried to end the standoff. Cloquet police say the medical examiner ruled his death a suicide. They have not said if he knew the people in the home or why he was there. 2 men are behind bars tonight after a Babbitt woman was stabbed multiple times. It happened just before 8 Saturday night at a local business, but police didn't say where. A 53-year-old woman was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Police arrested a 38-year-old Babbitt man and a 29-year-old Grand Rapids man shortly after. No word on what led up to the stabbing or if the people involved knew each other. More questions than answers tonight after a worker died in what Douglas County is calling an accident. According to the county, an employee died in a work-related accident Sunday morning. It happened at the Government Services Center in Superior. According to the county, the incident is under investigation, but they wouldn't say which agency is investigating. They also wouldn't say which department the worker was in or what caused the accident. We are working to learn more, and we'll update you when we do. The pandemic impacted our lives in obvious ways, like canceled plans, financial challenges, and fear of the future. A less visible impact, the toll COVID-19 took on mental health. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo reports several Twin Ports organizations are coming together to support people who are struggling.
Returning to normal, easier for some than for others. Mental health nonprofit Duluth Bethel knows that well.
As typical with folks in recovery, from whatever path they've been down, the desire to give back and to be a part of something that's special just overwhelms you.
Duluth Bethel wants people to know help is available. So to spread the word, they're spreading a tune.
I'm a person in recovery, and I've been to venues, and the transference of feelings that take place with music and being around people is absolutely incredible.
In partnership with The Deck, Concert for Recovery features 4 local bands, food trucks, and treatment information, combining music and mental health.
An opportunity like this is to get the help out and also hopefully let some musicians know if they are struggling that they can go to places like Duluth Bethel and get the help that they need.
Everybody got to cry sometime.
2 months from now, Harbor Drive will be transformed into a concert venue. Event organizers are hoping more than 1,000 people will show up on September 25th. This Concert for a Cause also serves as a trial run for The Deck, which hopes to permanently close Harbor Drive and turn it into an outdoor venue.
So we're happy to be a part of this too, to support something that a lot of folks in Duluth believe in, and we're excited to be a part of it. And to launch this new space, even more excited.
Organizers want to make the concert an annual tradition so they can help people in need for years to come.
Concert for Recovery tickets are $15. All proceeds go to substance abuse and mental health services. If you're interested in being a sponsor, a vendor, or if you'd like to purchase tickets for the event, we have a link at CBS3Duluth.com. A Duluth health clinic has a new trick up its sleeve, encouraging more people to get their COVID shot. Lake Superior Community Health Center and Ursa Minor Brewing are teaming up for a vaccine clinic this Wednesday. Ursa Minor will give a free beer or root beer to any customer who gets their first dose on site. As vaccination rates around the state dwindle, Lake Superior Community Health Center leaders were looking for creative ways to pique people's interest and overcome vaccine hesitancy.
We were just looking for a way to pair with a local community organization to get more vaccines out, and Ursa just happened to work out perfectly. They were all about it. They were willing to offer free pints for people who got their vaccine, so we jumped at the opportunity.
The event will go from 2 to 6 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. You don't need to have an appointment. The Delta variant is being blamed for a recent uptick in COVID cases across Wisconsin. 83 cases of the more contagious strain of the virus have been detected in recent weeks. That's up from 35 cases in mid-June. State health officials say the numbers reinforce the need for unvaccinated residents to get the shot. About 51% of people statewide have at least one dose of the vaccine. About 48% are fully vaccinated. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers has taken his campaign fundraising into full swing. His campaign announced their fundraising totals for the first 6 months of the year today. They said Evers raised $5 million. He currently has $7 million on hand for his 2022 re-election bid. All candidates must report their numbers by this Thursday. Former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch and lobbyist Bill McCoshen, both Republicans, are expected to announce their plans to run against Evers soon. Meanwhile, Wisconsin's Attorney General is eyeing re-election in 2022. Josh Kaul announced those plans Saturday night at a small invite-only event at a Madison park. The bid is not surprising, as Kaul's campaign has been hiring staff and raising money. He'll face the winner of a primary next August. That race is between University of Madison law professor Ryan Owens and Fond du Lac County District Attorney Eric Toney. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, as the Delta variant continues to spread across the U.S., Vice President Harris is pushing Michiganders to get their shot.
Record high for this state is 102 degrees from 1936 during that 15-day hot streak that we had back during the Dust Bowl era. Sure starting to feel like a Dust Bowl around here with the lack of rain we've been having, but there is a chance beginning tonight. It's only a slight one, but it's better than nothing, and we'll talk about it in more detail right after our break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by ServiceMaster.
Fairview has expanded options to access your own physician. You can be seen in person, and we would encourage you to do so if that's recommended by your provider. We also have telephone and virtual visits available, as well as e-visits. Certainly it is safe to come into our clinics or our emergency room if that is needed, and we've got enhanced safety measures to keep you safe when you do come. We do want patients to feel comfortable to receive the care that they need when they need it.
Fairview Range, we're here.
What does home mean to you? From graduation to the new job to sharing a life with someone else. As you change, so does your idea of home. Visit yournorthlandhome.com for comprehensive information on buying and selling your home with JS Realty, including mistakes buyers make and preparing your home to sell. Yournorthlandhome.com has the information you need to find a place that feels like home. Download your free guide today at yournorthlandhome.com.
The John Deere Green Tag event is happening now at Northland Lawn, Sport, and Equipment. Get 0% APR for 72 months on 1 through 4 Series compact utility tractors. And get additional cash savings from $500 to $2,500 on select John Deere compact utility tractors. Get more done and spend less doing it at Northland Lawn, Sport, and Equipment.
Northland Lawn, Sport, and Equipment. Small town values, regional strength.
You need fast, reliable internet, but it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg, because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
Numi Jewelers is a full-service jewelry store ready to help you find the perfect piece or design your own. With our custom design services, we work with you to create the one-of-a-kind piece of your dreams. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
The Supreme Court building behind me is once again at the center of a monumental battle. Tonight, a congressional investigation sparked by reporting from CBS News. Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
The weekend we've just exited was a pretty decent one. A lot of folks got out and enjoyed the dry weather, except for a few that did find that haze from the wildland fires a bit oppressive. You know, a lot of folks have been having some trouble breathing with that hassle in our region. It was with us for the weekend, and what we need, of course, just like last week, is rain to wash that out of the sky, but it may not come. It may come, though, as well, because we do have a slight chance for rain. But anyway, this sunrise picture coming up over Bearhead State Park outside of Sedan comes courtesy of Kurt Soderberg. Used to be the director of WLSSD. Now he's retired and back up in his home country and enjoying life. And I'm sure we can all enjoy life a little bit better if a rain chance tonight through Thursday pays off. That's what we're pinning our hopes on, to wash that haze out of the sky. Well, we take a look at the current conditions here while our director decides on what shot he wants to set there with that camera. Looks like we're looking downtown here in Duluth. Maybe you'll focus it too in just a little bit. But we'll focus our attention on the temperature at the airport at 78. Relative humidity is 48%. South-southeast winds running 8 miles per hour. 30.02 inches of mercury. That is our barometric pressure. And current temperatures, upper 70s in the Upper Peninsula right now. We have 75 to 81 in northwestern Wisconsin. One of the cooler places is Superior at 76. The warmer zone stretches from Solon Springs to Hayward. In Minnesota, similar temperatures run from Cloquet to Moose Lake, 79 to 81. Up the North Shore, we're as cool as 68 by the lake and Grand Marais, but for the Mesabi and Vermilion ranges, we have a range of 79 to 82. In International Falls, of course, this time of year usually can say, ha, top this. 83 the current temp there. Low temps tonight likely will fall into the 50s. For most places, though, the 60s could be possible right by the lake. Doppler map right now shows higher pressure still in control. So despite the haze in the sky, there aren't too many natural clouds. But that could change for northern Minnesota later tonight as the first of two lows works through. This low brings a 20% chance for showers and storms for Minnesotans tonight. And then tomorrow, this low coming out of South Dakota brings a 30% chance, especially in Minnesota, a lesser chance for Wisconsin and Michigan. And the rain chance does continue through Thursday. This first go-around with the rain through Tuesday into early Wednesday morning may not bring much more than just a trace, but Wednesday has a better chance of bringing a soaker to Wisconsin and Michigan, even though we may miss out in Minnesota. Low temps tonight, Minnesota-wise, 53 to 60 with a 20% storm chance. Wisconsin, Michigan, partly cloudy with lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, 20% storm chance, Wisconsin, highs as warm as the mid-80s. Minnesota numbers will be low 80s inland, 70s by the lake, 30% chance for storms, which becomes a 40% shot on Wednesday, devolving to a 30% chance on Thursday. Then for the weekend, we get sunnier and warmer by Sunday. 88 degrees here in the Twin Ports, Kristen, could lead to 90 away from the lake.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dave. Vice President Harris took her push to get more Americans vaccinated to Michigan today. At a vaccine mobilization event, the vice president broke down the Biden administration's vaccination strategy as the Delta variant continues to spread in the state. She said getting a vaccine is more important than ever, warning the Delta variant is no joke.
This Delta variant, it spreads faster, and it is in many cases reported to be much more serious in terms of its impact. And the vaccine will protect you from it. And here's how I know. Virtually every person who is in the hospital sick with COVID-19 right now is unvaccinated.
The vice president also met with elected officials and community leaders to discuss voting rights in the state. And the First Lady will be making a stop in Minnesota this week. The White House announced Dr. Jill Biden will visit the Twin Cities metro area. No word yet on her agenda, but we'll update you as we learn more. And Kelly is here now for a little tease ahead to what's coming up in sports. Hey, Kelly.
Well, I know that NBA finals were looking dismal last week, but folks, we got ourselves a series. Coming up next, we'll have a recap of last night as the Bucks returned from the Deer District. That's coming up next.
Pre-order your 2022 Bennington Pontoon at RJ Sport and Cycle.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChev.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChev.com, a better way to buy.
For 6 days only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance for 6 years with no money down and no minimum purchase. 6 days of savings, 6 years special financing. The 646 sale, only at Home Furniture.
Culligan. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Watch your favorite local programming for free with RCA. Menards carries a great selection of HD digital antennas, accessory cables, universal remotes, and more. An RCA antenna lets you watch all of your favorite local broadcast channels in HD for free. Never miss a moment of live entertainment or relax in the evenings with something you're familiar with. Stop into Menards today and get 11% off all RCA antennas and accessories.
Save big money at Menards.
Service Master Clean is committed to providing a clean and healthy environment for your customers and your employees. For more than 65 years, we've consistently gone above and beyond the cleaning expectations of our clients. Our cleaning experts deliver the highest quality of clean you can always count on. Let us help you with all of your cleaning and disinfecting responsibilities.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
As a Wausau urgent care and family doctor, I'm not just treating patients. I'm taking care of my neighbors. Through bad colds and broken bones, I'm always on their side when things get tough. So when you ask me, as a Wisconsin doctor, do I trust the COVID-19 vaccines? My answer is yes. The COVID-19 vaccines are safe, and getting one is important. Ask your family doctor what they think.
Are you without health insurance because you're self-employed, employed by a small business, working part-time, lost a job, or retiring? There's good news. MNsure has a special enrollment period until July 16, 2021. Free MNsure certified navigators help make sure applications are accurate and complete. Visit www.insuredduluth.org/help for more information today. Get affordable health insurance by choosing MNsure.
Test rest, then buy a Famous Purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express. Plus, get no money down, 6-year financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-day guarantee. It's so science-y. The Famous Purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app. Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Well, after 2 games of, let's call it what it was, panic for the Milwaukee Bucks, now after 3 games, we have ourselves a series thanks to another historic Giannis performance and Milwaukee getting a win in their favor. Giannis Antetokounmpo put up 41 points, 13 boards, and 6 assists. It's the second consecutive 40-plus point double-digit rebound game for the Greek Freak. He becomes just the 3rd player to do that in an NBA Finals. Offensive production was just as impressive. They went on a 30-9 run to close out the first half and kept the Suns to 9 for 31 behind the arc. The Bucks continue to thrive at home this postseason, now with an 8-1 record.
We got better, and now we got better from game 2 to game 3. We just got to keep building. We got to keep building. We got to keep trusting one another, keep trusting our winning habits, keep making winning plays, keep competing hard, keep doing it together. But we got better.
We've got a series there now, down 2-1 in this series, and we'll look to even things up in Game 4 Wednesday in front of the beloved Deer District once again. Closer to home, Nick Bryant, who has served as University of Minnesota Duluth Women's Hockey Director of Operations and Equipment for the past 4 seasons, has earned himself a permanent position with USA Hockey as the Operations Manager and Event Manager for the women's national team ahead of the 2022 Beijing Olympics. Bryant, who has been with UMD Women's Hockey for 4 seasons as the Director of Hockey Ops, helped the Bulldogs get back into the NCAA Frozen Four this past season. He has an impressive USA Hockey resume, was named to the 2020 and 2021 Women's World Championship staff under USA Hockey Ops, and was the equipment manager on the 2020 IIHF U18 World Championship squad in Bratislava, Slovakia. Bryant also worked multiple USA Hockey development camps, including in Hockey Ops during the 2019-2020 season, and was the equipment manager for both the 2017 and 2018 seasons. Well, All-Star Week is upon us in Denver, and what better place to have the home run derby than the Mile High City. Texas Rangers slugger Joey Gallo is in his first derby tonight, 24 homers on the year, among favorites to win. Reigning champ Pete Alonso looks to defend his title. He would be the third back-to-back derby champ since Yoenis Cespedes in 2013 and 2014. Talk of the town, though, is Shohei Ohtani, who is participating. He's also the starting pitcher for the AL All-Star team and batting leadoff in the All-Star game. Here's the other 5 participants for the Derby: Juan Soto, Salvador Perez, Trey Mancini, Trevor Story, and Matt Olson. Liftoff is set for 7 o'clock p.m. And a big celebration took place in Tampa, Florida earlier today, including a boat parade to celebrate the Tampa Bay Lightning winning the Stanley Cup back-to-back. Although the trophy was passed from boat to boat and there were a few shaky moments on the handoffs, no one appeared to toss the trophy like quarterback Tom Brady did with the Lombardi Trophy earlier this year after the Buccaneers Super Bowl win. They are, bit different trophies. Winning twice in less than 10 months. They're vastly different sizes. In the shortest span between championships in league history, the tight schedule and pandemic protocols made it perhaps the hardest hockey championship ever to win. Now, Duluth knows a thing or two about back-to-backs. So my question for UMD hockey, men's or women's, why after the next title aren't we out on Lake Superior partying? That might be even more rocky. It's a calm day, I feel. If it's a calm day, I can see that happening. Just saying. There you go. Throwing it out there. Kelly has a pitch for you. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Kelly. The Washington Monument is reopening Wednesday after being closed since January because of the pandemic. Masks will still be required for all visitors, regardless of vaccination status. In another change, visitors can only purchase tickets online from recreation.gov, and no tickets are sold on site anymore. The monument, honoring America's first president, initially closed in March of 2020 due to COVID restrictions. It reopened in October of last year, only to be shut down again due to another wave of COVID cases in January. National park officials are hoping this time it will stay open for good. Dave, it might be a little hot out there to check out any national monuments or parks, huh?
Well, we'll be moderate temperature-wise this week with a little dip down for a couple of days, but yeah, by next weekend we could be back towards 90 degrees. Here's the rundown on the temperatures: 84 tomorrow, 70s Wednesday, Thursday, upper 80s by Sunday, and in between a rain chance Tuesday through Thursday. Let's hope it pays off.
We'll see you at 10 o'clock.